Is there anything you wish you like knew about sex or sexuality growing up that you like know
God,
now?
so many things. Yes. Um, there's one thing that I always think about, and it's if so whenever I was thinking about hooking up with someone when I was younger, because that's what it was never dating someone, it was always hooking up with someone. I I would have wanted to think to myself, if nobody could know that this happened, would you still do it? And that's so key because most of the time it would be no because I wasn't getting any pleasure from it and I most of the time didn't even like the person and it wouldn't be good, it wouldn't be fun until I was like 18, 19. It was just solely so that I could have this thing to talk about. And if that were removed, if nobody else knew, if I couldn't have the like excited, gleeful feeling of being 16 and texting my friend, like, oh my God, guess what happened? Then I probably wouldn't have done it. So I think just taking a minute to think about that, like, if I have to keep this thing private, would I, or if I did have to keep it private, would I still do it? Would have, like, if I had taken it seriously, which I wouldn't have, would have done wonders.
Yeah, that's so interesting to think about. We're
Mm-hmm.
kind of getting towards the end of our 20 minutes, and I was wondering if you have like a main takeaway, I guess, from the type of stuff that you shared today. It's okay if you
Um,
don't. It's kind of a hard question.
no, no, no. I think I probably do. Let me think. I feel like there's this emphasis on like when you're a teenager thinking people think that I am trying to grow up too fast, right? Like I don't think I am, but I know that people think I am. And I think that's just kind of misguided in a lot of ways because it's indicative of like the first time you have sex with a guy, for instance, as growing up, when it's just so not that, like, you can have sex with a guy or a girl or a non-binary person, whatever, and just have it not be any like that doesn't necessarily contribute to your growth. So I think that even thinking like everyone says I'm trying to grow up too fast and I'm not isn't like conducive to thinking about sex and relationships in a positive way. It's like more, am I following like a trajectory that I think is going to be healthy for me, or am I going to have to like, am I going to get to college and realize that I've done these things but haven't really grown up in an effective emotional way where I can like prioritize my relationships, and am I going to have to like double back and rethink all this? Like, am I taking the word grow up to mean something different than it maybe should?